Always ready.
All right. I am excited to be back here with the author, Ric Kroll, the author of Finding Your Greater Self Through Writing. And again, we are going through the book chapter by chapter to get the author's perspective. So, Rick, I am engrossed by the words that are on this page, and it's just amazing the things that you have written to help people transform their lives, their mind. And it's all through writing. It's like, get out what is in you. So, what I'd like to do today, Rick, because I want to continue with this journey of the book, what I'd like to do is go through chapter 2 and have you shed some insights into how these things came out of you. And ladies and gentlemen, the title of chapter 2 is The Barriers Are Dissolved. And
Easy enough.
I want to read something, if you don't mind,
I'm
Rick.
ready, but yeah, you got to say it. Easy enough, Rick. Okay.
All right, easy enough.
I'm ready.
Let's go. So let's start out with the barriers are dissolved when you get wise to the fact that your self created programs kick in as soon as an opportunity to grow and expand appears. You then discover a hidden detrimental program that has been holding you back. Hey, what is going on in here?
Did you
Tell me
like
more
that?
about that.
Did you like
Yeah,
that?
I like it. I love
It was
it.
good.
Not like
It
it,
was
I love
good.
it.
Now, did you notice that? As far as, when you're trying to break out, you got this bubble that you live in, you always live in that. Don't break, make any waves. Just keep going, keep on keeping on, that one. And as
Okay.
oh, no, 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 no. You see, as far as you're allowed to be different than your family and friends, you don't have to fall into any group and have any restrictions. No, you don't, man. You're an individual. And as far as when you grow, you can't help it. You're going to do this. You can't be weighted down by other people and other situations. You must grow as a person.
So
Uh,
are
and,
we
and and it's a continuation, and you're gonna just love it, but you gotta know how.
so are we equating that to like the imposter syndrome, Rick, where we're going about living our lives as if we're not feeling, thinking, we're just being and doing and not realizing what's
You're
going
in
on?
denial. You
We're
go
in
into
denial.
denial. You lie to yourself. You lie to yourself that this is good, that this is there, just because other people have it. Who cares about other people? It's
Mhm.
you. How do you feel? That's the whole thing. It isn't like, oh, what would the neighbors say? You don't care what the neighbors say, but
But that's the
what
problem. People do care. People care to an extent. And for a lot of people, it pulls them back because they care too much how they're going to be perceived,
you know
right?
how you
So,
gotta handle that? Writing, writing. You see, the thing is, you're all alone. You're getting bombarded, but that writing gives you the shield. It gives you, yeah, the shield. If anything comes on, you have to know one thing that um, everything else is secondary, but your writing. You get that, you could have anything in your life. Everything will be as long as you know that everything else is secondary. And then
so
as eh,
continue, continue.
what's primary? Your source of information, which is you. You're your source of information. That's where you get it. You have to get your information somewhere, and the best thing is to get it from you yourself. And then you don't, and then you could have everything in anything in life as long as you know what's primary.
And what's primary?
To connect with the greater self, to connect to it through writing. And this ain't just stuff made up. Oh, he talks to God, but you got to know what that is too. It's just energy wanting to expand through somebody. Give it some space, give it some, and let go of the stuff inside you. Give it some room, and it would come into you. And it's smarter than you. And it'll say, wow, you're good. I go, well, I do write it down, but you see, the thing is, you got to, after you write it down, you take action. And that's what separates the just listening to the actual doing to manifest. You don't just snap your fingers and the thing just materialize to manifest. You got to do some work.
Absolutely, because growth and transformation takes work, right? Just like a relationship. This is a relationship with yourself. And if you're not working on yourself, then how do you expect to grow, evolve, and transform? Just like any relationship, right? It will remain stagnant.
Right, right. If you don't give it focus, you don't give it attention, it goes away. There's other things coming to bombard you in life. They bombard you. And if you don't give that relationship, or like we're talking about your inner self, any time, give it attention, give it time, give it focus.
Okay,
Uh,
so Rick, you have on on the page, the assignment is to get involved in your life.
oof.
Tell me more about that.
I'll tell you about that. That's what you really need to do. And that is, it's in the other book, but I'll give you a sneak. Um, you go about your day with a small pad, small little pad, fit in your pocket, purse, whatever the case may be. And wherever you are, whatever you do, and you're in a supermarket, you're in traffic, you're in line, you pull over, you stop, you're talking with people, say, whoa, 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 whoa. You see, I'm giving myself some attention. By this thought, I think I'm going to go and write it down. Wait, wait, wait. Everything's secondary. Oh, you could wait. I got to write this down. This is showing what is number one primary in your life is the ideas, thoughts, insights that come through you and guidance telling you what to do. You don't have to do them, but it'll be a good idea if you did. Then you'll grow.
So, Rick, are you suggesting that people carry a notebook around to write out their thoughts as they come, as they can, wherever they are? Is that what you're
Yes,
suggesting?
yes, you do that. And then when you get home, you go through your bigger pad. You go through the big pad. And this is a place where you ain't going to have any interference. You just have to
Okay.
do this on the fly. And then when you write out that one sentence, it's usually just one sentence. It isn't a whole big paragraph or page. But when you go to start to write, you'll find out you're much more. That thought was much more than you thought it was. I mean,
Hmm.
you found out you thought this is what only you got, but it really was this much. And that's
Okay.
what it is. This is what makes you smart, more self-esteem. I'm more than I thought I could be.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful.
Uh,
So the conclusion to chapter 2, what do you want the audience to know when how do we conclude chapter 2 to take you through that journey of transformation and growth?
the conclusion of them, I will say, first of all, you have to write, but you got to know how to write. You could get there. It's not easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. And you have to understand that too. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do. Why? Why? Because oh man, how dare you interrupt me? Uh, um, you have oh God, threw me off. Anyway, as far as to do the transformation, you're gonna have to do things you don't want to do, like take a cold shower. You don't have to tell anybody. Nobody's gonna tell you to do it but you. Are you gonna do this, yes or no? And as far as now, this is where you separate yourself. Are you gonna do this? Yes or no? You have to choose. No. Oh yeah. You do it once. Just do it once. Oh, jeez, I gotta do it, huh? Yeah, it's cold outside too. Yep, I know it.
So
And it's
why do
gonna
you
suck.
recommend cold showers?
I recommend it because you get your emotions up and you state something before you do something you don't want to do. Before you go in that cold shower, it's cold out as it is. You got your bathrobe on and this, and you're there like, I'm gonna do something I don't want to do. And as far as when I do that, when you do that once, now you could do another thing you don't want to do, then another thing you want to do, the big things that nobody does.
So this is basically what I'm hearing, right? You're taking baby steps by doing that, right? If you
It's a
can be
big, pretty stuff,
consistent
man.
with
You
the
can you
cold
go into
shower.
that cold water and you tell me.
Yeah. Well,
Cold
I have
shower.
to tell you, I started doing that. I started doing it, and I live in the cold climate, and it's not a good feeling. It's if it's hot, it's a great way to cool off, right? But in the heart of winter, it certainly is not a good feeling. However, what it does is it builds discipline, right? Discipline to know that you can withstand for short bursts the dramatic change in shifting your mindset to say, I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to do
Yeah,
it because I know
yeah.
it's for a short period. So it's like growth, right? You have to get through the pain to know that
You
there
do.
is the rainbow at the
You
other
know what
end,
I call
right?
it? I call it, you got your choice, eventual pleasure or perpetual pain. Go ahead, take it. Eventual
Wow.
pleasure, perpetual pain.
Okay. I love it. I love it. So, we're going to leave you with this snippet of chapter 2. And ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to get the book. Again, it's Finding Your Greater Self Through Writing by Ric Kroll, who I have with me here today. And Ric, I'm just so honored and grateful to have you here with me as I go through your book and also this transformation of building resiliency and bringing out the greater you that's inside of you that you didn't know existed. So I look forward to the continuation and going through the book and getting through the workbook because these are practical guidelines, ladies and gentlemen, that can help you. And so many of us, we do not write. I think writing is becoming a lost art because we text, we do everything shorthanded, right? But writing is becoming a lost art. And in order for us to really be the observer of our life, to really remove that victimization and pain that may have surrounded certain experiences that you went through in life, we have to get that out through writing and look at it objectively and lock it up and move on, right? Any other words that you'd like people to know, Ric?
I just the last thing that I'm going to say is as far as why writing with a pen and paper is good because it takes time to form the letter rather than bang when you press it, and that little time it slows the mind because you could really type really fast some people, but to do the writing it's kind of relaxing. And it takes a little time to form each letter, and in that short time, the intelligence often comes in and makes its presence known. Thank you. I can't do it myself.
Wonderful, wonderful. We're going to leave you with that, ladies and gentlemen, and we will continue throughout this journey of the book and your journey of self-transformation. Please leave us some comments. Tell us if you've gotten the book, what you think about it, what you hope to gain from this, any questions that you have for Ric, the author. Please, we'd love for this to be interactive and continue to share. If you think this could help others as well, we urge you to share it and to tune in for more as we continue finding your greater self through writing. Pick up that beautiful pen and paper and let's get those thoughts out on paper as we go through this transformation and revealing your greater self and becoming you. Because do you know who you really are? You probably don't. You've been living as an imposter. Let's get it out there for the world to see. Thank you. And we look forward to the continuation.